Hey everybody, it's Anna. Time for the Thursday card in this week's tarot story. So today we have our second Cups card in a row, and it is the Ace of Cups. So yesterday's card was the Nine of Cups reversed, and we talked about how at the 9 point in a 10 card trajectory, we take a moment of pause, right? We're going to integrate things. We're going to look at where we've been. It really is our last moment of sort of private recollection and reflection before we cross into the 10 point, which is where we kind of give the gift to the world. It becomes the blessing in the world and it belongs to the public now, right? So there's that moment of pause where you give yourself a chance to enjoy where you've been before you take a deep breath and move forward. But the challenge of the 9 is that we sometimes get stuck there because maybe we've really enjoyed what we're doing. We enjoy the process, or we're reluctant to let it go. We're reluctant to put it into the world, in part because we know that once we do that, it won't belong to us anymore. It will go on into the world as its own blessing, and we will start something new. And the mind in particular is a little bit reluctant to start new things because the new is the unknown, and the mind is a little bit scared of what might happen, right? So the challenge in the 9 point is to see what you've done, to take a good, draw in your courage, get in your resolve and move forward. And then once you do, you pass through the 10 and then you start over with the 1, which is the Ace of Cups. So the idea here is that hopefully yesterday we were able to identify maybe where we were getting stuck, getting the courage to push forward, and now we're ready to start something new. What's particular about the Cups trajectory is that it is about expansion in love. It's about following your intuition, but the intuition is always guiding us into deeper and deeper expressions and experiences of love. That's the point of being on the planet, according to the intuition. It's just to keep going more and more expansive into love. And the image here is a dove carrying, the wafer from the heavens, which represents communion. And the idea here is incarnation, right? The spirit is being incarnated into flesh and moving onto the planet. And we are agreeing to be a vessel for that love to flow into the world. We are the chalice. We're going to be carrying this incarnated spirit into the world. And we're also making ourselves a vessel. So we're broadening as a vessel. And I always think of the Ace of Cups as not just the beginning of something new, but the broadening of where we've been, which means that when we do the 9 of Cups reverse and we kind of go, okay, we've done this thing, we're very good at it, we're feeling pretty comfortable, we're big enough to handle this level of love, this level of vitality. If we will leave that, if we'll complete that, go to the 10 point and give it to the world, we get to experience another broadening of our own ability to love and be loved. And that is the invitation of the spiritual path, is that you're not just here to serve, you're here to be served, and they go together. So the question is, do you want more love? Do you want to love more? Do you want to be loved more? And I think the answer is, yeah, pretty much. Most of us feel that way. The fear is that what holds us back, and the reason the mind might balk a little at the 9 of Cups position is because we are increasing, as we increase our broadening of our heart, we're also increasing our experience of vulnerability. And the mind thinks vulnerability is weakness when really it's power. So it is about helping the mind to sort of let go of the idea, the survival focused idea that vulnerability means danger into the thriving, and from survival into thriving, the thriving mentality, which is vulnerability means greater magic and greater impact and greater receiving and giving of love, because that is a different kind of mindset. It's interesting because, our first card this week, the Tuesday card, was the 7 of Swords reversed, which is about the mind trying to figure out what tools it needs. Well, if you are about the practice of expanding your love, expanding your impact, expanding your ability to love and be loved, then the mindset the mind needs isn't that vulnerability makes you weak and you should be independent and protect yourself. That's the wrong mind. It's the wrong tool. The mind has to let go of that tool and adopt a new tool. So this is a good place to check in and see where our minds are struggling, where they're getting stuck. What new ideas of understanding does the mind need, so it doesn't get in the way of what we're doing, but also actually supports us into going further. We want the mind to be our ally, not our saboteur. So that's today's card. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.